Quick question. If Amazon blocked the one app you use tomorrow, would you stick with your Firestick and struggle to fix it, or would you switch devices? Tell me in the comments right now, stick or switch. I really would like to gauge the mood towards Amazon. After my Firestick crackdown videos, the number one question you've asked is, what do I buy instead? Because let's be honest, for years the Firestick has been the easiest option. Cheap, fast, and it just works. But Amazon's new direction is making people uncomfortable, especially if you rely on sideloading or niche apps. Today, I'm showing you 4 real alternatives people are switching to in 2026, the trade-offs for each one, and which one is actually worth your money. If you want to check any of these devices out, I'll leave the product links in the description and in the pinned comment. And if you want more videos like this, without the fear-mongering, hit like. It helps this reach the people who actually need it most. First, let's be real about who actually needs to move. If you only use official streaming apps like Netflix, Prime Video, Disney+, BBC iPlayer or YouTube, do not panic buy. Your Fire TV is fine. Your current setup will keep working. But if you're a heavy sideloader, you use niche apps, or you hate being pushed into a walled garden, then yes, it makes sense to look at alternatives now while you can choose calmly. And by the way, if you've already switched, comment what you bought to help others out. Before we look at the boxes, you need the 30-second landscape breakdown. Certified Android and Google TV devices are approved by Google. Great for official apps in the highest supported resolution, like Netflix in 4K. But Google is also tightening restrictions on sideloading. It's not the long-term freedom solution. Non-certified Android boxes have no Google approval. That usually means more freedom and fewer restrictions. But the trade-off is that you lose 4K on some premium apps and rely on the manufacturer for security updates. Mini PCs are basically a full computer on your TV and is the ultimate freedom option. If that breakdown helped, tap like so YouTube knows this video is actually useful. The first alternative is the Formuler Z12 Ultra. This is the premium choice if you want a grown-up box. It runs Android with Formula's own interface and feels like a proper TV experience. You get solid hardware, a good remote, reliable performance, and firmware updates from a known brand. It's famous for its My TV Online app, making it the king of organised content and live TV setups. The main trade-off is that it is non-certified. You're trusting Formula for support rather than Google. But if you're the kind of person who wants a polished box with a proper ecosystem behind it, this is top of the list. The second alternative is BuzzTV devices, and this is a really common upgrade for Firestick users. What makes BuzzTV stand out is the software. These boxes are built around their proprietary BuzzTV app, which is designed specifically for IPTV services with live TV, PVR recording and VOD. The interface is very TV first, the navigation is smooth, and channel switching is often noticeably faster than what you get on a typical Android box, especially when you've got big channel lists and large VOD libraries. You can customize the home screen, and the remote actually has buttons that make sense for direct live TV and VOD viewing. I've used a BuzzTV X5 model for the past few years, and in day-to-day use it feels built for the living room. The trade-off again is that most BuzzTV boxes are non-certified. You sacrifice some official app quality for a superior custom interface. The third alternative is the Ugoos AM6B Plus. This one is for people who like control. It's one of the few Android boxes that genuinely feels like it was built for tinkerers. It has a powerful chipset and gives you system-level access that Amazon and Google would never allow. It's a beast for local media with Plex, Jellyfin or Kodi style setups, using your own content and even for things like retro gaming. But again, it is non-certified, so you need to be mindful of that if you're using official streaming services. It is not a plug-and-play box for your grandma. It requires setup. But if you're thinking, I want options and settings, then this is definitely the one. If you're finding this useful, share it with the one person who still thinks Firesticks are the only option, because I promise you a lot of people are stuck in that mindset. The fourth alternative is to skip dedicated TV boxes entirely and use a mini PC. This could be something like an Intel N100 mini PC or one of the small systems from brands like Beelink or Geekom. You plug it into your TV and now your TV becomes a big monitor for a real computer. This is the cleanest long-term option if you want maximum flexibility without being trapped inside a closed TV app store. You can use official streaming sites in a browser, run desktop apps, use Plex, Jellyfin or Kodi properly, manage your own media library, and you're not waiting on Amazon or Google to approve anything. And if you still want access to Android apps, the ones you sideload onto a Firestick, you can run Android emulators. Now this lets you run your favorite APKs without Google or Amazon restrictions. If you want to see how easy it is to run Android apps on a PC, comment PC setup and I'll film it for you. The downsides are simple. It costs more and requires a keyboard and mouse setup or a specialized controller. But for total freedom, it's unbeatable. So here's a quick summary in plain English. If you're happy just using Prime Video, Netflix, iPlayer, then keep your Firestick. If you want a premium TV-like experience, go with the Formuler or BuzzTV. If you're someone who likes to tinker, get the Ugoos. And if you want zero restrictions and maximum flexibility, a mini PC is the best option because you're fully in charge. And if you want to compare prices or specs, the product links are in the description and pinned comment. Click these links and you can take your time and pick what fits your setup. Now I need to know your move. Are you sticking with Fire TV, switching to a box, or going to a mini PC? Drop a comment which one of these three words so I can see the split. Write Fire, Box, or PC. If you found this video helpful, hit like so that YouTube pushes it to the right people. Subscribe for the next update and share it with anyone who's searching for their Fire TV replacement. If you want direct help with your Firestick, access to content I can't post publicly, or priority replies, check out my channel memberships. Members get into my private chat group where I answer questions personally. Just tap join below. Make sure you subscribe for more streaming tips and device guides. Give me a follow over on X and TikTok, and check out the BuzzTV YouTube channel for more streaming guides. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.